Hey besties, welcome to Sleepover Chronicles. So today I'm going to be doing a book review on the latest book that I just read, Not If You Break Up With Me First by G.F. Miller. So first we're going to talk about how I felt when reading it. I liked how it jumped straight to the point and then it was just rage, emotional. It's giving Darman, crying and sweet moments at once. I felt like the ending was dragged too much, and sometimes I just wanted to skip a page whenever it was being dragged. The ending was so dragged, and I felt like crying, screaming, and throwing my phone across the room. And the thing is, I actually knew that the ending was coming, but I gave it a chance and I still got disappointed. There were just so many mixed emotions that I can't tell you straight how I felt when I was reading it. And the next thing is the pacing. Was it slow paced, fast paced, or dragged in the middle? Okay, so the pacing in the beginning was okay and maybe, just maybe, kind of fast. And then I was hit with a bombshell. Almost 300 pages felt like reading the entire Harry Potter series. I felt like it was supposed to be a slow burn, but the editor said, nope, let's make it a dictionary instead. And trust me, the dictionary is like so boring to read. Imagine picking up the dictionary and just reading it like it's a normal book. That's not nice, it's way too long. Okay, next is characters I loved and why. I thought this video was gonna be really slow, but it's actually kind of fast because I'm almost done. But Andy Wandy, aka Handy Andy, and if you don't know what that is, goodbye. But their real name is Andrew. What am I saying real? Okay. You are my favorite character, but when it comes to Eve, the FMC, aka female main character, your brain turns into a rock. You were good, but I would put you in third place because Eve, she's actually lower than Andrew in this list because what the actual Andy was that? But keep saying it, guys. You'll get used to it. I always say it all the time now when I'm talking about this book. That's all I have to say about her. She's actually kind of nice. I like her, but there's nothing else I can say. That's all I have to say. Okay, next is... Okay, Andrew's mom is actually number one, the best advice giver and treats Eve like her own child when her mother couldn't do that. So Andrew's mom had to do it for her. She is so sweet. I love her, and I couldn't say the same about the main characters, which is actually new coming from me. Last and least, Sophia, Eve's friend. I'm gonna call her Eve's best friend. She is so nice and sweet. I know that if she wasn't quiet, she would have knocked some sense into Eve, and that would be my happily ever after. It doesn't even have, yeah, just knock some sense into Eve. I don't even care about Andrew anymore. Okay, so next is my favorite moment in this book. My favorite moment is in the beginning of the book because the first chapter was just and also when they were taking prom pics at the park. Last but not least, the part in the ending when Andrew did the grand gesture with their chalk. It was just so cute and it was just so cute and sweet. It was actually literally my favorite moment, and that was the ending of the book. Almost the ending, a few pages before the ending. But you get me? Themes that stood out to me. The friendship stood out the most to me. Eve and Andy are such good friends, and there were so many funny and sweet moments in this book. It's so nice how they are so overprotective with each other. For example, Holden, and how they know how to cheer each other up. Like how Andrew knows that you see now I can't speak. That Eve likes when she's angry, like or sad, she'll just give her brownies, which is so nice and sweet. Like that's real friendship. Now, for the longest part of this book review is the characters that annoyed me. First of all, Holden, and the fact that he is the male main character in the next book annoys me so much. I mean, read the prompt scene to know what I'm talking about, because that scene was the worst. Jamal is such a bad friend to Ozzy here, which, if you didn't know and you did not read this book, is Andrew's last name. And Jamal being a bad friend to Andrew makes Andrew be such a bad friend to Eve, because Jamal gives the worst advice. He's the one who brought up the idea to do that whole fart tag thing, which bored me. And Madison, we all know that you were lying when you said you wanted to be friends with Eve. Like, come on, you don't have to lie though. Oh my gosh, like, you don't have to lie. The fact that on Halloween, Andrew and Eve dress up as Adam and Eve, then you show up dressed as a snake is so uncool, rude, cruel, nasty, evil, brutal, unprofessional, and unethical. That chapter was the worst because I felt like she was entertaining it because everyone kept bringing it up that she was dressed as a snake. Come on, come on. I know she's been planning that outfit for weeks. Next is Nina. She is such a horrid friend to Eve because she gave such bad advice to Eve. I think Andrew and Eve would be better off without those friends that they have. Like, guys, there's so many people in your school, but you choose to be friends with those specific people. Okay, so Andrew's brother, he was so funny. Like, it was so nice in the beginning of the book, even though he had little lines. But when it comes to giving Andrew advice for his friends, he can't. Why? Because he doesn't have any friends. He can't even keep a friendship himself. And I feel like Andrew knew that this advice is really not good, but he just went with it. Why, Andrew? Why? And then also, Eve's parents, oh my gosh, Eve's parents, let's start with the dad. The dad was never there when the mom left, which is like, and he never cared to actually ask Eve how she was feeling. He was mentioned like twice in the whole book. Okay, not twice in the whole book, but twice after the mom left. I just don't like him. Okay, that's everyone I can remember. But here are parts that annoyed me. First of all, fart tag. That's all I have to say. Like, Andrew, that was so RIDICULOUS. Oh my gosh. I don't like that scene and I like it at the same time. I don't know what I'm feeling. Next is the Halloween scene. Which is like, oh my gosh, Madison, what are you doing here? Like, get out. That's how I felt. And the last part of the book, I went through a lot of emotions in the last part of the book. I was so angry and so sad. I literally cried during the last part of the book because I do not want it there. annoyed me so much. I went through a lot of emotions in this book, and most of them was disgust and anger. And my favorite chapter in this whole book was chapter 19, guys. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. Anyways, that was all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what I should do for the next episode of Sleepover Chronicles. Love you guys so much. Goodbye.